It's liberating to love the city you live in. Like, we're all living in the city together. The city's got this great story to tell.
And to hear that story in perhaps the quirkiest way possible, visit a tiny museum in Brooklyn called the City Reliquary.
We specialize in collecting artifacts, kind of lesser artifacts, and displaying them, telling a story through objects and telling a story about our lives in New York City and the history of New York. This is our collection of various handles from the subway designs throughout the years. We've displayed them as if they were taxidermy or something. We love them because they're your direct connection with their city and the history. We grab these, you know, people come in and remember these handles. I remember this one.
Don't expect to see the typical city landmarks, unless you count the dozens of statues of Lady Liberty stuffing a giant wall cabinet. They're joined by cases of curios from the 1939 World's Fair, rows of Brooklyn seltzer bottles, and pieces of the Brooklyn Bridge. A shrine hanging near the ceiling celebrates Jackie Robinson and the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Jackie Robinson is a personal hero of mine. I think it's a man who changed the world. He changed the world here in Crown Heights, Brooklyn.
Most of the items in the City Reliquary come from its volunteers' personal collections. And when it comes to showcasing New York, they literally leave no stone unturned.
This is our Geology of New York display. We've got objects from the aqueduct tunnels. You know, one of the stories about New York City's water is that these brick-lined aqueducts is what is part of why New York City water is so great. And this is why the mozzarella from the Bronx is what it is, because of these bricks.
The museum started in 2002 as nothing more than a display inside a ground floor apartment window. Pedestrians pushed a button to hear about the different objects. The museum moved to its current location at 307 Metropolitan Avenue in Williamsburg in 2006, but the window's still there, itself now a part of New York's unique history.
There's two different kinds of people. There's people that get it and there's people that don't get it. You know, I want their perception to be changed and them to appreciate their lives in New York City.
To find out more, visit cityreliquary.com. This is Brian Stillman with the New York Post.